Major factors in content governance. It's basically a process used to improve the experience and the productivity of the user when searching for information. Why content governance? Because it allows, through its process, a better management of the institution's content. You can manage whatever your content is. The content managers, through the minimalist approach, will facilitate the work of the intranet team to create and maintain its platform. And it provides an opportunity to organize your content, which allows a job done with accuracy and efficiency. What is the content production challenge? Okay, the big challenge is easy navigation, the usual challenge, but also not as so it's easy to navigate, but it's easy to update. So if I use this website and 4 weeks from now, I want it to be easily updated in 4 years from now. So the content governance, this minimalist approach, will help the content manager to work through those important details. How to accomplish this through a minimalist view? Well, the main focus is on using technology to support the governance of the content with minimal involvement from the users. That's where the minimalist comes from. The governance of content is organized by life cycle stages. And the life cycle stages are broken down into 4 phases, which you can see right now, the 4 phases right here. And each one of this phase has a very important part on the process. The first stage, the request stage, is based on, well, before we go there, before we talk about the first stage, in each one of the phases, we need to make sure. So within the each phase, we need to ask these 3 questions: why and how and what is the impact on the phases, which is very important to distinguish what are the important factors involved. So the first phase is the request phase, and it's based on this following list right there. It will ensure that the college content management system will be clean and applicable. So it is important in this process, to start on the right track, that the intranet team is able to manage the college's information through metadata, retention policies, and the workflow. The second phase is the create phase, which is supposedly more fun than the first phase. The creation phase will need to access specific information according to specific users, improving the user's experience. So during this creation process, we will make sure that students, parents, community is specifically taken into consideration when we develop the content. The workflow will ensure that the content conforms to management, legal, and/or editorial requirements. So it's important to follow those important organizations inside the college community. The third phase is the manage phase, which is basically update information. This phase is extremely important because it will provide the end users with a better experience when browsing and searching for content. This phase should be scheduled. So you need to schedule maybe every quarter or as needed an update of the content to make sure it's accurate and relevant for that specific time. In the retire phase, which is the last phase, the process is of cleaning irrelevant content by archiving or deleting information that are not as important anymore. So basically, it is recommended that when producing content, that the minimalist approach is applied. The results are an easy to navigate environment for the present and the future, for keeping your content clean and relevant to your audience.